It's Tuesday, October 1st. Minx is thirsty. Oh, can you hear her over there? Ah, shit. Drinking from our water. Yeah. What better way to bring in the month, I suppose. I don't know if you heard all of the licky duck. I'm just gonna pour the rest of this water in that cup so that there's some water, and then throw that in the other room. Oh shit. Yes, it's the beginning of a whole new month. A whole new month of thisery. Yes. Stuff and things. I didn't even really get that dirty at Parks and Rec today, but I did. Well, I want to like at least wash off the sunscreen. I feel like when I do that, but I was kicking up dust because Peter ended up leaving. So Riley and Mallory showed up, and they're like, "We don't know what to do with you." They came and picked me up, and took me back to the shop, and they were going to go run trash. That's what they were told to do. So they're like, check with Gabe, see what he wants you to do, and he wanted me to clean up around the shop a little bit. Because there's this area in the back where there was some pallets sitting there. Empty pallets have been sitting there forever, and then there's like chalk got. They use it for the ball fields somewhere. But yeah, there was chalk that was spilt all over the floor, so swept that up and got that cleaned up. Ended up arranging. There was like random blocks of wood on the floor, so I picked those up and put those on because there's like wood on the wall. I don't know if they need any of it. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. I found mirrors for a GM camper up on top because I was trying to put. There were these things that Peter got down like months ago, and it was something. It's like the things that they put around the playground. At least they had them at West Park. I guess the one at West Park got damaged. It got hit with the mower or something. So Peter got him down, and he was going to see if he could replace the one that got damaged. I don't know if he ever, if he decided he wasn't going to be able to do that, or if time has just not allowed for that to be done. But the two of the, I don't know, they're these, divider wall thingies. I don't know, big plastic, to make a wall, I guess, to separate from the grass and, throw wood chips in and stuff and to make a little playground, And he just had those, like, sitting there in front of the water fountain. So it's like, I was like, well, why don't I put them back on the top shelf where they came from? Since apparently that job isn't getting done isn't getting done or isn't getting done anytime soon. So I was like, let me put these back on the top shelf where they came from. And up on top there was a box, and I was like, what the hell's in here? And yeah, it was like mirrors for. It said I got the paper out and it said something about GM camper mirrors. So I stacked the two divider thingies up and then put the box up on top of those, and we've got this big fat ass marker. I don't know. The black markers that you usually write with. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. We've got one of those. So I wrote on it GM camper mirrors. So I keep wanting to say Sterilite, but that's not. That's like the storage bin thingies, the giant storage bin thingies. Sharpie, there it is. Just give me some time. just give me some time. Let it load. A little lag. This little lag of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That doesn't rhyme, but oh well, fuck it. But yeah, I put that on top of the two divider thingies, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. So some of the areas look a little bit more better because things were put up and away-ish. So that's basically all I did. So, but yeah, I was kicking up dust. I was kicking up chalk. So I was like, maybe I should take a shower just to get that off of me, and the sunscreen, of course. And now I have some of those chickpeas. That's what I was thinking about getting. Not marshmallows, mashed potatoes. Slightly different. Unless you're having like yams for Thanksgiving or something, but mashed potatoes. I didn't have a bowl, but I could have washed one real quick. But then I looked up in my cabinet and I saw those whatever they are, the chickpeas and the tomato sauce or whatever. And I'm like, I could do one of those. That's fine. So my food is waiting on me to answer my question for today, so that I may continue with the eating. So, have you ever been to a haunted house? And if so, would you go again? October 1st, starting out pretty spooky, pretty spooktacular. Well, I mean, I grew up in a haunted house. We're pretty sure there was the spirit of maybe a little girl that lived there with us, who would play tricks every once in a while. Very rarely, but just a few. But as far as like fake haunted houses, or like the ones that they, what is that movie? The houses that October built, which everybody was like, oh, it's I just kept hearing people talk about this movie, and then I watched it and I was kind of bored. I'm pretty sure it's the houses that October built. Because it was supposed to be something about like they were being followed from house to house. I don't know. It's like spoilers. I'm not even sure if that's the movie that I'm talking about, but it's like the people never really like did anything to them. They're like, they still made it to the next haunted house. So, but they were like being followed from house to house by someone or something. I don't know. But they still got to the next house every single time. So, except for maybe the last one, maybe that. I did go once with like Mary Lee. I'm pretty sure was with us. I think. Tall Austin. Was Sean there? I don't know, but there was this group of us that, decided to go eat at Cheddar's, which is a pretty good place to eat, and then go, do the haunted house, whatever. I had never been before, but I mean, it was fun. It was, there was a couple of rooms where it was like, I think if I hadn't prepared myself, or like I might have freaked out a little bit, because there was like this room that was like completely dark or almost dark or something, and that room I think would have freaked me out if I couldn't have gotten out of it. So I just grabbed on to the back of the shirt of the person in front of me, so that because they were walking through whatever. There might have just been a specific path. It might not have been like a wide open room in the dark. That might be, a lawsuit waiting to happen, maybe. So there might have been a path to follow. I don't know. But I just kind of like, or I grabbed onto I can't remember the shirt or like the person's shoulder in front of me, who was one of our people, but I don't remember his name. He worked with us for a short period of time. And I think he's the one that remembers me, but I didn't necessarily remember him to begin with. We go through so many people. And it's like if I don't work specifically with a person, like apparently we have a Jeremy now. Heather said something about Jeremy the other day, and I'm like, who the fuck is Jeremy? Like, I don't know. There's these like group of people. There's like these groups of people that come in, because they kind of do like a hiring boom. And then so we get all these new people all at once, and then some of them stay, but most of them like, maybe last a couple days or a week or something, or, and then they're gone. And it's like, so there's like these groups of people that I don't remember at all. They were just there and gone so fast, or like I never got a chance to work with them. So it's like, it's like I might remember their face maybe, like, oh yeah, that person was here, but anyway, yeah, he was in front of me, so I grabbed onto him, and I just like followed him through this dark room. Because that one I think would have freaked me out if I would have got stuck in there, and I lost my way, and I couldn't tell where I was going. Well, that wasn't really a haunted house, but we did do this in college. There was this when I was working in the computer lab, the boss made everybody go. There was this very dramatic, or there was this thing to like, I can't even remember what it was called, but it was kind of to teach you about compassion, kind of like other people's experiences. Like there was a room where they took you in and like turned the lights off so you could experience what it was like to be blind, and that sort of thing, and for some reason I want to say they had stars. I don't know. But so there was all these experiences, and all, these people did little skits and stuff to kind of teach you about other people's, things that other people, so you put you in other people's shoes so that you could understand what it was like to be someone else or whatever, or, see something through their eyes. And that was like, they're all, we walked into the room, into this thing, and they were all cheerful, and they're like, like here, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, the girl that was talking, she was like, okay, now, well, I guess we were already sitting, I don't know. She's like, okay, go ahead and put your blindfolds on. Like, I don't know that I knew that I was about to get blindfolded, but I was like, wait a minute, what? And so they had us put blindfolds on. And then somebody was like walking, basically it was supposed to be like we were in a concentration camp, because somebody got up there and he started yelling at people, yelling all these things and blah, 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 and it's like, I don't know. It was very immersive, I guess, like immersive Van Gogh, but terrifying, to be honest, because it's like I wasn't sure what was going on because we were blindfolded, I couldn't see anything. At one point, I don't know if it was part of the performance or if they just scared the shit out of somebody, because I heard somebody like kick a chair and then a scream. So I don't know if that was part of the performance, like I said, or if they just kicked a chair and somebody else that was in this experience with us, like, screamed, because he was up there, he was like, blah, 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 like I said, basically it was like we were supposed to be in a concentration camp. And it was something like, if you have blue eyes, stand up, or whatever. So I was standing up, and it was like I heard people like rustling around me, or they were like yelling at people, like, get over here, move, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But whoever came up to me was very nice. She took my hand and she's like, follow me. I don't know if they could tell, because like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary because I didn't know what was going on, and like, the funny thing is, like, I had been to see some of the plays on campus, because I took a theater class, and it's like I recognized the guy who was supposed to be, I guess, Hitler, the guy who was in charge of this camp that we were being put in. I recognized his voice. Like he did a lot of comedy, to be honest. I had seen him be funny in a lot of the plays that I had been to see because of my class. But like, even though I recognized his voice and I knew who it was, and I knew it was fake, I knew it wasn't real. Like, it was scary. It was really like, they had us all lined up or whatever. I can't remember if we had our blindfolds still on or if we had them off, whatever. But like, my knees were shaking while I was standing there. Like, I could not stop them. It was very effective. It was definitely an experience for sure. So that wasn't really a haunted house, but it was fucking terrifying. I'll tell, even though I knew it was fake, I recognized the guy's voice as an actor, like I could picture him in my head, and like, but it didn't help. It was like, oh my god. Like, that was very immersive and effective, let me tell you. But I mean, back to the actual haunted house, because the rest of the things in that I can't remember what they called it. Man. None of the rest of them were scary. I don't actually honestly remember any of the others. Like I said, I sort of remember them taking in this room and shutting off the lights, and showing us what it was like to be blind, basically. I don't know if they had us try to do things with the lights off, or what, but I do remember but I definitely fucking remember being blindfolded and not knowing what the fuck was going on. But none of the rest of it was scary. It was just kind of all like, like sad or personal stories. I think there was one person there that once again it was like it was I don't want to say a skit, but it was a performance where I think for some reason I want to say that he was talking about like. For some reason, I think his character was gay, and he was like telling about his experience of, what happened to him. I don't know what that is, and I apologize. I didn't expect it to last that long. Usually, it doesn't. But yeah, so, like none of the rest of them were scary or terrifying. Just that first one. But the actual haunted house, like, I mean, it was fun. There was this one of the last rooms. You had to find the door, and Austin actually found it, and he came and got me. He's like, "Follow me," He came and got me, and like we went through the door, and then there was like this like, I don't think it was, maybe it was spinning. I don't know, but it was like this room, and there was this girl standing at the end of it, like like the Grudge girl, like with her head cocked to the side, just like staring at you, with, I think she had a teddy bear, maybe, I don't know, but you got up to the end, and you could choose to either jump from the thing or go down the slide, and I went down the slide. I was a chicken shit. And it's funny because apparently nobody chose to go down the slide, or very few people chose to go down the slide. You go down, and it's like you go to this underwater world where I think they were supposed to be dead pirates. But I'm pretty sure I took them by surprise because they were just sitting there. And I think they might have even been on their phones. I don't know. Like, apparently everybody wants to jump. Nobody goes down the slide. I was somebody else in our party did, I think, but apparently very few people go down the slide because I don't think they knew I was coming. But I mean, it was, enjoyable, like I said. Like, I would go do it again. It was kind of fun, Nobody, no, but well, I mean, there was the room that was completely dark, but or mostly dark or something. I don't know. I'm gonna say nobody blindfolded me and yelled at me, so that's, I guess, different. But anyway, that's that. Now that I don't know why there's noise, but I guess, and I want food. I will go eat my food, and I will upload this, and yeah, I'll see you for what I see.